going on, world? It's your boy Boom back here for This Is 50, man. We got a very special guest today. If you guys don't know, now you know, man. We got one of the funniest people out in comedy just in the last generation right now, if you got to be honest about it. Man, we got good old Kountry Wayne in the building, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, brother. Everything good, man. You know, hey, just out here being me. You feel me?
Yeah. How's it? I mean, when this just start or when the pandemic started, you was on the road heavy, and then right when right when the pandemic happened, that pretty much stopped your whole show, literally. But man, how's it been? Or how'd you maneuver through all this with all this going on?
Man, to be honest, man, just the what was the black spot on my screen? Hold up.
I think it's the light.
You think it's a light?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh no, it's the screen. You gotta wipe the screen off. Wipe the screen off.
Hey, boy, I'm hoping they ain't tore up, but I'm looking like, man, jumping to cost some money.
You gotta wipe the screen.
Don't worry, I get it off. You can't see it though.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, let me wipe it, bro.
You got it off.
Oh, I did. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. I don't know what that was.
Right, facts. But look, all right, so let me ask a question again, man. You know, you was moving and grooving before the pandemic happened. Like, you've been really touring like nonstop for literally probably 5 years now, you would say, right?
Yep.
And then like the pandemic happens and it really just slows everything up for you, literally. But like, so how did it feel, man, just knowing that when the pandemic hit and it was just like, all right, ain't nothing going on, you're on pause until further notice, man. What did you yourself think during all that?
Man, I felt like I was back in the streets again, like, because when I was in the streets, I figured it out. I started getting to nightclubs and throwing parties. I said, here I am again, got to figure something out because the money stopped. So, I went back to how I got here with the cell phones. And make a long story short, man, I've been making more money with the cell phone than I ever made in my life.
No doubt.
Yep.
Definitely saw you go back to that and made the best content you've made yet, honestly, man. You really you had it at first where it was just you, yourself with the cell phone, and then you had your family get involved little by little, and now you just got a full production going on with the skits now that you got going on. That's brilliant. But I guess I would say, man, for you with the whole pandemic thing, man, and like you said, you was getting it how you got it. Did you think like something like this would ever happen in your career?
Nah, I didn't think it was gonna happen in my career at all. Cause I just knew I was gifted. I knew with the comedy it's too easy for me. So I was like, can't nothing stop me but me and God. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't think nobody expected. No, you just for it to just not tour you like, okay, what if my leg break one day? Something happened to me. But to be able to go get some money and can't go get it, that was just, oh man, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Now, did this help you prepare for the future? Like, because, I mean, not to say that this couldn't happen again, but it's definitely something similar to this could happen.
Yo, it made me really get on that residual income, on really owning my content. It got me in that mode of the Tyler Perry mode for real, like, because I know big comedians who got caught up in it too. So it was like, I never put myself in a position again where if what I do on stage stop, that I'm not eating. So it got me into now owning my content. Like, I own my videos and I'm doing the movies now and I'm putting on my own money. And the movies I got coming, my writing and my ideas, instead of buying a Lamborghini, I'm going to put this paper up and own it. You know what I'm saying? In the future, you don't never know what might happen.
On top of that, man, you got 9 kids.
I got 9 kids, bro. Like, child age. People ask me how I'm so creative. Listen, child support make you bring something out of you ain't know you had in you.
Shit, 9 kids, man. A Lamborghini. The first thing you pull up with a Lamborghini, you have all your baby mamas like, oh, nah.
Yeah, 9 kids, bro. Man, my bills, man. Boy, my bills just with my kids and baby mamas probably cost me just their part. All right, about $25 a month.
No doubt. No, that's all bad,
25 pounds
man.
off a
That's
month.
all bad. But man, like you said, you've been doing, or you just started started writing movies, I'm sure, and started doing the whole movie thing, man. How long do you feel like it took you to like really dive into movies? I mean, because you was doing it with cell phones. Obviously, you knew how to make the content, but what made you decide to fully go into just doing motion pictures?
On this pandemic, man, because I couldn't tour. And then, you know, I got my first movie. Everybody think I've been in a movie. I haven't. I haven't been on a movie, nothing. I got my first movie in the pandemic. And then when I went on set, I was asking a lot of questions and how much this costs, how much this costs, and how much that costs. And what you got to do here, what you got to do here. And shoot, man, I met the writer who wrote the movie I was in. And I said, I got some ideas. So, man, I called my lawyer while I'm on set. I'm supposed to be worried about the film. I'm like, hey, man, I'm finna start writing these movies. I already got a writer on deck, da-da-da. I told her, I said, man, you gonna work? She like, yeah. I said, no, I'm serious. You gonna leave here with a check today. You know what I mean? Before I leave, man, roll her a check. So I got the ideas, but you know, the writers know how to lay it down. So when I went and shot that movie, it opened the door for me like, oh, I can do this. And I ain't got the audition because I'm gonna be in it. Yeah. And it's like I seen the game. It remind me of the streets. Like everything I do in the industry, I go back to when I was hustling in the streets. And that's my formula. So it's like, man, this the dope game. This a whole brick. And the thing about this brick is residual to the point. See, even real estate, you still gotta go fix that roof in 10 years. But with content, if you own it, man, ain't no insurance on it. You just own it. It's on your computer. Man, this the best business. And I'm like, oh, now I see why the Friends, the cast from Friends still get 20 million a year no matter what. Cause Martin them didn't own Martin. You get what I'm saying? They good content, but they didn't own it. They took too many checks. And I'm like, I can't be that person.
You got to think of the long game. Especially, man, them kids make you think of the long game.
Long game, boy. Long game.
No doubt, man. And then speaking of your kids, man, you started incorporating your kids in your skits now. And I know that's a beautiful thing. Like just being as a father, man, just seeing that you created this and it's like literally watching you all over again, man. How precious is it seeing your kids be a part of your act and just getting big-headed?
That's the biggest thing, man, because my son, he kind of famous now in school. So, but the thing about it, man, hell, to make money back off your children, that's the blessing. Like, boy, I'm making money off my children, boy. Child support is coming back.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a blessing all around, because I get to spend time with them, and it's like, we got a family business together, and it's jumping. So it's like, to have my kids a part of that, man, it's beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying?
Now, did your son come to you and tell you he wanted to start doing this, or did you just present the offer to him?
If you around me, you get in the video. I don't care who you are. If I'm taking care of you, you get in the video. So it's like, hey, I got to do these video with these kids. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. And they was used to it because even back in the day, when they was like, Tony 15, he was 10, 9. I had them in videos. My daughters, they were 6, 5. You know what I'm saying? So they was used to it anyway. So it was just like me getting back in it. It's like they see me do it, so they confident because they feel like, you know, when you see your parent do something, you feel like it's in you somewhere anyway. You know what I mean?
No doubt, no doubt.
Yep.
And then, man, watch, like you said, man, you got 9 kids, bro. So, like, look, it's nothing but funny going on around you with your kids. Now, we got to ask you, man, which one of your kids is the funniest? And which one, when they bagging on each other, who got the best? Who's the best at this trash talk?
Melissa might be the best trash talker, honest. And the girls are the best trash talkers, but man, they all funny and they all got it. Like every last one of them is funny for real. Some of them act better than others. Like Tamar can act better than Tony. You know what I'm saying? But Melissa, the girls, boy, they trash talking game is off the meat wagon. They like they daddy in that. Like, you know, they all funny, man. But Melissa a little sassy with her mouth, and Melissa and Zaria, all of them, man, all those girls. But man, they got it. They got that. Now they think they could do something else. They be trying to sing. I was like, stop. You're never gonna make it. I hear you hear that in your voice. I be telling singing is not y'all thing. You know what I mean? But
That's crazy. That's crazy. But man, speaking of you and just comedy, man, like you do something that's different from any other comic that's out right now. You're not, or there's no other comic that can compare to you, imitate you, or emulate you when it comes to your comedy. Like everything that you do is more natural than anything. It's like you really just tell your day in the life story, and it's just the funniest thing possible. And you just throw all the extra, like, you know, effects with it and expressions that makes it like, yo, that really, it's relatable and it's hilarious at the same time. But or how long did it take you to craft this style? Like, how long did it take for you to figure out your style?
man, really when I first started, I just got better over time. You know what I'm saying? When I first started, I was doing stuff that I know, like taxes and child support. So I always stayed true to me. So even before I got good, I was good because I was natural. I wasn't trying. Now over time, skill came with it. So it became more global, but it just, this is how I always did it. I was good off rip because I never tried to come up with material. I'm gonna tell you my life, and everybody don't go through what I go through, but you know somebody who went through it. So it was always the same material: child support, cowboys, baby mama drama, side chicks, and everybody cheating, most people got kids, everybody got a team they like. So I found a slot from me. The price I paid was living. Price I paid is child support. The price I paid is taking chances in the streets. But the experiences I got from that, you got to go live to get. And most comedians haven't lived. Most of them, you know, they ain't lived like I live. You know what I'm saying? I got famous, like Jay-Z say he got famous at 27. So I started popping when I was like 28. So when you pop too early, you ain't live yet. When you don't pop around at 28, you don't did a lot of stuff. So your material gonna be, hey man, you know, it's gonna be raw. I'm just like your cousin. This ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say something like I telling somebody yesterday. I said, man, the weirdest thing, you come in the house, man, and you talking about you ain't cheated, and your girl asks you to let me smell your thing. What? These things have happened to me. You know what I mean? And I'm rubbing my jeans like, what you talking about? I'm trying to wash it in
Oh,
what you talking about? Man, you always don't trust nobody.
I gotta pee.
Yeah, and thoughts going through your head, man. I just need to pee in my clothes right now, 'cause at least I can say.
Hell yeah. Man, that's great. But man, like a lot of people think you like an overnight success, but man, it's really been 10 years in the just getting to this point, man. But
I've been doing it 5 years, but you said the number that was correct. It took 10 years because I was famous in my area first, off just throwing parties and rapping. Man, it's a long journey to get this the hard way, because I didn't sell out. I kept it clean. It's harder to do comedy with not cursing. But you're right, it's been a grind that most people on the Instagram really be like, oh, he about to blow up. Like I went to a party last night and the girl Bernice was in there, you know, B.Simone, everybody, and I'm looking at the world. Just a lot of rappers pulled up, and I'm like, man, ain't too many rappers making money like me right now, unless you little baby. Like I've been on, but they don't know because I don't flash it like that. But man, Kountry Wayne I got a fan base that's stronger because it's real people that follow me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the people who follow me, I put them against anybody. It's like David and Saul in the Bible. The people was with David. Even when Saul was king, David was still king. Because David was chosen by God. So it's like people don't know that on Instagram. They think I just be coming up. But I don't know, man. Facebook, I got it to myself. And nobody can't do it because you got to be funny and real to get that audience. They don't see it. They don't see Bernie Mac. They ain't got time for no fake foolery. If you an artist, you better be able to sing or rap for real. And if you're a comedian, you better be funny. But those are people that keep you up because they don't just jump on anything just because of the trend. And People think I just popped. I'm like, man, y'all crazy, man. This grind is just
Even like you said, it's been 5 years in the making, man. But you, I mean, obviously, like you said, you don't curse in your routines, but you do walk a fine line.
Oh yeah.
Walk a fine line. But I want to know, man. Like, I know people judged you a lot early on for you jumping into comedy after doing the sketches and whatnot, and like just not letting you grow as an artist, I guess I should say. But man, tell them about this, man. Tell them about this church bag. They don't even know, because you know this clean bag. I mean, this clean routine that you're doing, man. That church bag be a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother revenue stream.
It's a whole nother level in the line I walk, because I kept it real with the church, off real. So they kind of let me walk a line they'll never let nobody else walk again, because I ain't too churchy and I ain't too ratchet. So it's like I keep it real. Hey, I like women, but at the same time, I got God working on me. And my fans seen my character change over time, and I'm still becoming a better person. Not just my success, but they see my character change. And it's like that clean bag has always been bigger. Bill Cosby told us. Because even off Def Jam, right? He told even Def Jam was coming, and he tell everybody to go clean. Everybody like they ain't with that, which I ain't judging nobody, but let's be real. Bill Cosby made more in the 80s than probably every Def Jam person done made in their career. You feel me? Yeah. The clean bag always been the grill bag. And, you know, that's what I understood. And the church crowd is a supportive crowd. And it's like, I wouldn't advise nobody to try to go get the church crowd, because I didn't. I just really believe in God for real. You know, I read my Bible every day, and that's what got me out the streets. Jesus is the reason why I'm here, and Jesus is popping. I really truly believe that. So I never tried to get a church crowd. They came to me, and it's a different world, that church, because they got money. They give it to the pastor. You know. Amen.
No doubt. Like you said, man, you've been very spiritual. I mean, you've been very vocal about your spirituality, man. And then, like, you even give like little messages in most of your posts and whatnot. Like you break it down from comedy to message to dance to singing, even the old school stuff. Like, nobody does it like you when it comes to that, man. But man, how's just getting the success that you've gotten, man? How's that affected you spiritually? Like, has it made you even more spiritual, or has it made you?
Yeah, it made me more, man, because God just keep proving himself over and over to me. And the route I went, well, a lot of people thought wasn't around. I'm not promoted that much by the industry, because I won't bite into certain things, and I won't curse, and I won't do certain things and mingle with the people just because you famous. And for God to have me up in a real way in my career, where, you know, I sell out shows, don't even really promote them anymore, and to be able to, I'm like, man, it made me more stronger, because what I was talking about must be real, because I'm up. And I ain't just talking about financially. I'm talking about, man, my spirit, me and my kids. My sister got a house. My brothers are with me. I'm feeding a lot of people off of 5 loaves of bread, and I don't understand how I'm able to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Where's the fish? Where's the 2 fish?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, that's what I'm saying. The 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. And it's like, I still get to look my kids in the eyes and be like, I'm not embarrassed by what I do in my content. I look my grandma in the eyes. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, God, no, it made me more spiritual, because the way God brought me, my route is different, and it's still up. Only thing is, I don't have the pain and suffering of the world that come with it. I feel good when I do a video with my child, and I'm still making a bag. I'm putting a message out about God. Jesus popping was just something I felt, and it don't turn into his eyes on the t-shirt coming. Not like, man, no, I'm more deeply in it now. I'm addicted. Jesus is my drug. I don't do no other drug. God is my will. And it's like, I'm more in it now because it's been proven. I'm getting higher and higher. So I'm going off this cocaine. When I say cocaine, because I don't know how they're going to edit that, I'm talking about God. Never did. But Well, I'm more spiritual now, man, than anything in my life, because I talked about him even when I was in the streets. He got me out the streets without going to prison, not never having to snitch. My baby mamas, we all good. I take care of them, and he even changed he changed my diet. Man, God did a lot of things for me that I'm more spiritual now, the more success I get. Mm-hmm.
For sure. And then, like, congratulations on becoming a vegan. You know, you said.
Oh, yeah.
So, how long you been doing this? How long you been doing this vegan diet? Or I don't think
5
you
years.
call it a diet. It's a lifestyle.
5 years, man. The day I got off chicken, the next day I went viral. True story. Now, when I was born, my mama had to eat a piece of chicken for me to come out. And the day I got off chicken, I went viral.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
With a baked potato. I went viral with a cheese baked potato. That was the first video that took me off.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, like, what would you say is some preferred meals for you as far as this vegan goes?
It's everything everybody else eat. Black eyed peas, collard green, candy yam. Just keep the meat out of it and the butter and milk. And just use supplements like you might want to use soy milk. You know, I cook everything. I eat black eyed peas, rice, cabbage, vegan chicken. They know how to make it with, you know, plant-based. I eat, man. I weigh more than I did even when I was on food. Because at first it breaks your body down, but then after it break your body down by a year, when it do build back up, it's like you just build back up all off, you know. So man, it's good.
For sure. Now, I mean, like you said, you don't have many friends in this comedy game. Like many people didn't take you in when you first got into this, man. But one person that did big up you and, you know, start connecting with you is Mike Epps. And you guys did a couple things together. The Hood Friday thing is funny as hell. Man, what's it like just working with a legend like Mike Epps? Because he literally got into comedy like pretty much just not off viral, but he adapted to the viral style after it became popular and fit into his lane. And I mean, he taking off still to this day. So
man, it was being there to watch Mike Epps when I'm in school, then to be in the car with him, man, it's humbling, man. It's like, you know, God made these promises, and it's just things like that. And Mike Epps one of the real ones, so he caught on fast. He seen that, you know, I wasn't just a comedian. He know everything I was doing was intentional, and he was looking at me. Me and him talk, and he knew a side of me that nobody didn't know, you know, because he from the streets too. And I ain't talking about no gangster. Like, we ain't gangsters, but I'm a hustler. And so we connected, and me and him became like, without even talking, we know each other. So he know where I'm going, you know, and he know where I done been. So it was, hey man, connecting with him it really was humbling, man, because you know what Mike Epps, man, he done did his thing. And funny, and they can say what they want to about Mike Epps, bro. Like, ain't too many comedians make me laugh for real, because I only laugh at real material. You could be funny as you want to be to me, but if it ain't real and connected to my soul, it ain't really that funny. Like, but Mike Epps, bro, and that's when he feel like working on it. When he work on his material and really want to go in his bag, bro, that boy had you, man, listen, I learned something from him, because what I realized, damn, you don't really got to tell jokes. Just talk something real. And man, Mike Epps funny, boy. That man really funny. He's so funny.
Now, how much of y'all skit was impromptu? Because you guys, I mean, obviously you can come off the rip and he can come
All of it, man. All that was improv, man. We just talking. And to the point, it was so improv, when we did the food thing, I was like, it's okay, because we did it so natural. I'm like, this is so funny.
So the hair was real. The hair was real.
Hair was real, man. Everything was real, and everybody loved that so much. And to me, it was okay, but that's how most of my stuff be. I'm like, it's all right. But what it is, it's a drop on realness around here. Every time somebody sees something real, they like, oh, because we ain't seen it in so long, since, you know, the Burning Max, and, you know, we ain't seen that realness. And me and Mike Epps together, man, we magic. We was gonna do the Sugar Daddies of LA one time, man. We was gonna pitch a TV show called the Sugar Daddies of LA, bring his sugar daddy and my sugar daddy together. And we know it'll work. It's just that now with me and him having time to because he got a show. In my career, everything that took off in my world. So it's like us having time, but we got to come together for the culture. Cause I like dealing with naturally funny people.
Sure,
Like,
sure.
if you naturally
And then
funny, bro.
speaking of your tour schedule, man, that shit is off the meat rack. It said it's looking like you ain't coming back home until 2023 at least. But man, like I said, like a lot of comedians didn't embrace you when you first came in the game, but you doing all these shows, man. I gotta be honest with you. How many comedians are hitting you up now? Like, hey, can I get like a set? Can I open up? Can I get in there with you?
They hit people up around me because everybody feels so bad what they said about me at first that they feel like, damn, I'm glad they did it because now I don't got to kiss nobody behind because everybody know we wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with certain people like Cole Holcomb, Michael, Naheem, you know what I'm saying? Plastic Cup Boy, 85 South. I'm cool with certain people, but a lot of comedians, man, they was like, oh, you're an internet comedian. I'm like, bro, y'all don't know. I don't live the whole life out here. So even before I had my comedy structure, it was good from day one because I ain't do no speak the truth. But they all try to come now, man. Like, you know, people try to vibe, but they vibe through other people. Like somebody close to me, they'd be like, hey, tell Wayne this. And they got my number, but they won't call because they feel like they don't say it so much. Their spirit won't let them do it.
For sure, for sure. Now, another person you really connected with during this whole pandemic, man, is Desi Banks out of Atlanta too. Man, how did y'all link up? And then how did y'all realize that y'all chemistry was just explosive like that? The sugar daddies, like you said, you got the sugar daddy thing going on, like you said, y'all. I mean, you outshine Desi a little bit by, you know, making him like the more inconsistent sugar daddy, but
That character he played, Buddy, so goddamn good though. He played that old man so old.
But he don't never get the ladies. He don't never get the girl.
He played it so good. I had to tell him. I said, you know what? I'm gonna be the guy that kind of like I'm your younger guy who look out for you. That's what's gonna be funny. So I threw the comedy on him more versus me being the one because Buddy's so goddamn. His character's so goddamn old, man. He talks so old. Desi talk real old on that with Buddy.
How y'all two link up?
Oh man, we been hitting each other up, but when I came back to the video, I told all of them, I hit everybody up, like, hey man, y'all better get on this Facebook grind because they monetizing and it's like a new wave. It's like getting the beginning of a pyramid. Facebook is the new way, and I caught it when it was doing videos, but it wasn't paying yet. But now they paying. I'm like, y'all do this, and I'm like, but don't nobody do 3 minutes. So I was teaching them, hey man, this is how you do 3-minute videos. Come with me, I'm gonna show you. Talk through and I linked up with him because I could tell he loved the game. Because when I was touring, he been the only one shooting consistent content every other day. So I'm like, Desi ready to work. And Desi just came on in and now we locked in. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? Anytime he want a video, because he video like dope. I don't give them to everybody because I know mine gonna sell. So now I'm like, hey man, to get Kountry Wayne video, it ain't just, you know, I'm right. I'm coming up with the ideas. So it's like, but Desi brings value to the table and he's hungry. So it's like me and him, when we do a video together, he walk off with it and I walk off with it. We good. But he talented, man. Desi funny to me, you know.
Alongside Desi, man, who do you consider your peers in comedy?
Oh, we all cool. I think the 85 South. We all the family. Everybody who kind of came out social media for real is a new era. 85 South, Desi Banks, B.Simone, Pretty V, Just Hilarious. I even consider Ha. You know what I mean? King can run. Everybody, King Batch, all of us in our own lane and doing our own things, but we all come from we all come from the social media class. And I think, you know, we the new generation of comedy. It just depends on what route everybody's taking. And I'm just taking the harder route because it's more rewarding. You feel me?
For sure, man. And then one thing about you guys as the new generation or new wave and with social media going on, like even when other peers are get into a situation or something, you guys always seem supportive. You guys always come together and put them back in the limelight to move past whatever's going on, man. How did you guys feel, or did you guys have a talk about this, or is it just like genuine? Just like,
It's
I mean,
a
obviously,
natural.
people know it's a spiritual thing. Like, look, we supposed to support people. Like, we supposed to do this for each other when somebody's in trouble and whatnot, and come to their aid. So,
I'm the only one that talk to everybody. I'm the only one that really talk to each clique. You know what I'm saying? Like we all friends. Me, B.Simone, me and Jess, even though we had a relationship, still love there. And King Batch. I even talked to Logan Paul because I'm the one that I'm a hustler, so I'm going all around. But we all feel that it's a natural feeling within all of us. I believe it's definitely in me that us coming from the same cloth and know the world, the industry was kind of against us. We kind of know that even though we don't talk about it. And we kind of try to look out for each other without us even knowing. I be seeing it like even when they try to act like they don't like each other, you know what I'm saying? But they still, even the girls, they still got this love for each other. And I'm like, it's like a brotherhood. Like everybody want everybody to win. Don't mind nobody trying to stop nobody. And it's just a natural feeling within all of us because we all come from the same cloth.
no doubt, no doubt. Now, you know, the hustle is there, man, but is the competition there? Do you guys do friendly? Is this friendly competitive, or is this just like everybody standing in their own lane, just doing their own thing?
I think on the low, it be competitive but nobody never say that to me because I've been up the longest money wise. Like I was the first one to go to stand up. So if it is competitive, I don't never hear it because I'm ready to like, hold up, nah, anybody, I'm a competitive person. But if it is, it's friendly competition. But nobody never says nothing. You know, nobody never really says nothing about that. But I undercover see the friendly competition in it. Like everybody trying to see, you know, it's just we human. I think everybody kind of like, okay, this person doing this, let me da 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 da. But I don't never hear it come my way, not for nobody who came off social media. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jess used to have friendly competition. You know what I'm saying? Like she'd be like, who make the most money? She was like, I can make just as much money if I tour more than you. And about a month ago, we talked on the phone. She's like, I'm gonna always make just as much money as you. And I'm like, hey, Jess, never. My bag way different. You know, I straight told her my bag is way different, man. I don't hit another level out here. It ain't close. You know, people in movies ain't making what I'm making. You know what I mean? But I never felt it for real. Just friendly competition. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. I mean, comedy is like a sport, man, just like any other sport. You know, it's everybody getting in, but I mean, just it's nothing wrong with friendly competition. Like
Now from the OGs, you don't feel competition. They'll say stuff, but I say something back. Yeah, I feel like I'm the best, and I feel like I'm the best.
That's different. That's different.
Yeah, because right now I feel like I just feel like that, and I feel like if a comedian selling tickets, they should feel like that too, because everybody got their own world. Because in my world, of course, I'm gonna feel like I'm the best. Because okay, do it without cursing, make their stomach bust without a cuss word. So I be having an ed, okay, because my crowd, you can't bust my crowd with all that, because they ain't want to hear that. Them church people don't want to hear that all day. MF and all this. But I could go to your crowd. That's why I go on tour with everybody. Cause I'm gonna bust them regardless, but I think everybody feel like you could just feel like with the OGs, like I'm gonna go on this stage before him and kill it. That's how they think. And they ain't gonna be able to come behind them. Everybody I come behind, it don't care who I'm going behind. I'm gonna do my thing. And if it's that kind of competition, I more feel it from the people who not on social media.
No doubt, no doubt. I know you get a lot of people that hit you up for advice, but I want to know from you, man, who do you feel like you've gotten the best advice from as far as an OG goes?
In the comedy game?
Yeah.
Shoot. And like somebody I met in person?
Yeah.
Well, in person, it had to be Mike Elson. Mike Elson and Sid the Entertainer, you know what I'm saying? Sid brought the TV game to me, like he showed me like this TV game, it brought the easy money you're gonna get. And Mike Elson just basically like stay your course, you know what I'm saying? He told me how the industry really ain't for you. It ain't for the real. So you better figure out your own way. So that kind of woke me up to save my money and shoot my own movies, like, you know, to do the Tyler Perry way and don't depend on somebody putting you in a part one day.
No doubt. Can we see Kountry Wayne buying a Confederate Army base in the future? You know, if you gonna stick with it on your own.
Man, that's what, like right now I'm even trying to get a little warehouse, you know what I'm saying? Just do a little mini studio. So definitely now that I'm in that world, I see why Tyler Perry did that, because he need a studio. He already shooting, he got the ideas, he already got the cameras. Now he need a place to shoot them. He got the game sold up. So in the future, cause I love stand up, but don't get me wrong, I love putting content out to the world from my brain and getting that reaction. So that's definitely the movie thing. Like Walt Disney said, he say, I don't make movies to make money. I make money so I can make more movies. I get a kick out of dropping these videos for the people. I make plenty of money, but I take the money and reinvest. I see how I'm taking this money and now I'm putting it into movies. Man, I can live off the road. The road money don't want to take care of me if I want to buy something nice. But man, this content, I love it, man. So that's my goal to, you know, hopefully have my own studio one day, because right now I have to rent Airbnb just with the stuff I do. I have to go do this, I have to go this place, rent this Army base. But that's the goal. And I want to be able to shoot, because I have the ideas. Every generation, there comes somebody who have the ideas. And now I see why they took so long to lock R. Kelly up. I see why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he was the mastermind of R&B. Basically, like, he's writing the songs. Like, you remember, okay, let me give you an example. There's a lot of artists that fade out that shouldn't have in the new generation. Like Ella Mai, remember Ella Mai? She made Booed Up and Tripping, right? And some other songs. If R. Kelly was in the game, he would have kept her going, because she had the energy. But what it is, people run out of ideas. You know what I mean? It's only a few brains. That's why Tyler Perry so genius. It ain't the way he shoot. It ain't that why they lay about his wigs, because those are not his gifts. He's not the best videographer. Tyler Perry got ideas. He was tapping into the relevancy of our pain. And that's what it was. And Harvey Weinstein, all those people, they was coming up with ideas. That's why it took Hollywood so long to touch them. So
yeah.
That's why you gotta keep God too, because so you won't run away from yourself, because when you got ideas, they do treat you different. Because even me, it's a lot of people that try to block me, but now I'm getting more spoiled in the game, because now they realize I come up with all these ideas. I'm getting my way with my agency, the book coming out. I'm like, okay, people with ideas, they protect you. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I stay close to God, because I ain't gonna be doing nothing crazy.
No doubt. We're gonna see you in the Illuminati.
Yeah, man, because you end up knocking yourself off, man. And Tyler Perry, it's his ideas. So Hollywood, they can't. That man was sounding like our grandma for real, and talking about stuff that go on. So it's like, and he gonna make a bag. He gonna make a bag forever, boy.
No doubt, man. Let's get back into this comedy, man. Actually, man, I got a brother who does comedy. He's been doing comedy for about 10 years now, too. And I want to know, man, from another comic, man, you got 4 baby mamas. And I'm sure you use them for a lot of source material on stage, man. Do they ever come at you about using them as material?
Hell yeah. Yeah. My baby mama, man, one on T got knocked out, man, in the front. And I talk about that on stage. I'd be like, baby mama, she be whistling. Like, she be posting pictures on Instagram, and she be like, hashtag Kountry Wayne baby mama. And I say, I be reporting the video to Instagram picture. I'm like, take it down. They be like, is it nudity? I be like, yes, her mouth is butt naked. And it was a good joke that was working everywhere. It was funny, but boy, it was serious. Her teeth really gone, and man, she had a problem with that. So I was like, I gotta help her get her teeth fixed, because I'm definitely gonna put it on my special. So I gotta help that girl get her teeth fixed. But it's a yeah, they get mad, but man, hey, they living off it. Yeah, I take care of all of them. But yeah, so but I'm gonna put it out there.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, like, yeah, he has a girlfriend, so or he used her for source material all the time, and then she get home, she be so pissed, and she be like, "You think it's just funny to use me for your amusement for the crowd?" But it's like I don't understand how women, if you're with a comedian, you should know that you gonna be used for material. So you should just, you part of the show just like everybody else.
That's right. That's right. And he better keep talking about real stuff around him because it's gonna come off different. That's what's gonna be funny. The real stuff that you connected to.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, like you said, you're working on a special, man. How does it feel right now, just coming up with the whole concept for the special and then just getting to the point where you do the special?
It really been done. I've been ready for a special, but the money that they was gonna offer wasn't gonna be worth where I really was at because they don't value, the industry don't value, they value Instagram. Nobody knew my power on Facebook until I got back on there. They know, I used to tell them, look, man, my fan base on Facebook, but I wasn't on there anymore. And I had that personal page, Wayne Coley, so they weren't respecting it, but I already had got the special wrote, because I don't write, but it's in my head. And now when I go on stage during this pandemic, I'm really working on my second special. I use some old material, but I'm really talking about stuff now. You know what I'm saying? Because the world different. But yeah, I've been had that special. Now, I had some jokes on YouTube, I got took down. I was like, hey, that's going on my special. All my fans who came to my show and seen Pastor Williams and Pierre and all those jokes my cousin Damien and Travis, a lot of jokes I don't even say now because I know it's going on my special and I don't want nobody to record it. I've been ready for a special.
Definitely. Now, I mean, speaking of specials, man, like you made a comment about Monique and her Netflix situation, and you just gave your own personal opinion, which is perfectly fine and perfectly fair to give, man. But I want to know, did she ever contact you and be like, "Hey, I don't appreciate you talking about my business and or whatnot," or?
No, because I don't remember really saying nothing bad. You know what I'm saying? My feeling on it is, man, like man, that's the white people stuff, man. Like, can't keep asking and begging for this deals. Like, I got a movie coming, the movie I'm writing. I want Keke Palmer to play the lead lady, right? I'm already typecasting. Most of the people in the movie are gonna be black because that's my story. So if a white person got platforms or movies and they don't got you in it, it's because you don't help tell their story. And it's like, man, nobody can't keep begging for their stuff when God don't gave us a gift. You know what I mean? Like, that's theirs. You feel me? If you don't like it, shoot your own special with your own money and put it on Amazon and stream it or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't really keep begging for their stuff. They don't want nothing from nobody. You know what I mean? Because nothing ain't free anyway. So, hey, she looking at Dave Chappelle, but they been like the Dave. White folks been like the Dave since day one. All the black jokes before he stopped them. You know what I mean? We love that. Monique real. So, man, I just feel like, man, she shouldn't, man, don't put no energy in that. Monique, you real, you funny. I think entertainers just need to save their money so they can do their own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Build your business before you build your house. Don't get your check, try to go live like you're good. Want the white dog, man, put that money in your bank account and then invest in yourself and go shoot together. I feel like all those comedians out here, why can't we put our money together and shoot our own movie? And all us own stock in. It's like coming together and building a house and own a piece of the real estate, but nobody don't think like that. They waiting on them to give it to us, and then when they don't, y'all racist, Hollywood is racist, man. It is, yep. The world is racist. So now that you know that, what you gonna do about it? And, so I just felt like,
Definitely. Man, and then touching on a serious topic, man, with everything going on as far as social justice and us being black men in general, and you being a family man, you got sons and daughters, man, what is the conversations like in your household with everything going on as far as not just the pandemic, but everything going on as far as like Breonna Taylor, you got daughters, that can happen to your daughter. You got George Floyd, you got Rashad, you got everything that can happen. Like those could be your sons or that could be somebody's son, that could be you even. But what is the conversations that you have with your kids to like either educate them or just, just have open dialogue with them about what's going on?
I tell all my kids I got to get them a Bible. That's what I tell them. Because with this world, you can prepare your kids for some things and something else will happen and something else will happen. So the only thing you can do is just live in a way, because kids don't listen to what you say anyway. They watch how you move. You feel me? So what I do, I try to live in a way for them to watch. They notice daddy stay to himself, daddy, you know what I mean? Just do the best I can. And I don't really have no conversation with them. I still gotta have a conversation with them about this social media thing. Like, just because you don't get likes and shares don't mean that you're not nobody, because people have got addicted to what reactions they getting off a picture and stuff. So I want to have that conversation. But with the social justice, it's like, man, this world is what it is. And the only thing you can do is be the best version of you. And if God is God, like he said they only could take the flesh, they can't take the spirit. You know what I mean? So you can't really fight for the flesh. It's like, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. And it's like, the only thing I can teach them about is God. Because I haven't been in a situation, I still be in those situations as a black man. But I'm boastful and I'm willing to die about my belief and everything. Like, and in my situation, boy, for me being what I went through in a racist town, and I was the only one got out, but I was the only one truly screaming and leaning on God for real. Like, I'm talking about, because you're not going to change who people are. They killed Martin Luther King and he was talking positive. But Martin Luther King told you, he said, I've been to the mountaintop. The last person said that was Moses. So that was the spirit of Moses and Martin Luther. So we got to really stop. If we going to get treated like this, man, don't worry about the flesh. The spirit lives on. It's what it is. The only thing you can do is do your best every day. Drink plenty of water. Spend time with each other and love each other. That's all you can do. You can't build wealth without a miracle. Not as a black person. All that hard work, and me and my accountant on the phone this morning, she told me some one thing about the white man, he understands this. When I try to preach this to black people, I say, first of all, black people, we got to figure out how to get some money first. Hell, you can't use Donald Trump as an example. He had somebody to lend him $1 million. We can't get nobody to lend us $100. What is you talking about? So we need a miracle. So I try to put my kids on God for real the way, because I've seen that's the only thing that worked for me. You know what I mean? And the system was unfair my whole life. But God is a fair God. And I lost my mama. He told me why I lost my mama. I mean, you learn deeper things. You learn, you only lose the flesh, you don't lose the spirit. So you walk in a different walk. So I want to teach them that, because I don't want to give them a false sense of teaching them everything and tell them, if you act this way, this ain't gonna happen. And then something still happen, because then they like, Daddy, you said, I'm not, that ain't reality. You could be a good body citizen and still get racially profiled. So I can't tell them to act a certain way. I can't tell them to dress a certain way. I can't tell them to talk a certain way. Or tell them to use a gun if somebody about to kill you, because then you going to prison. So those not reality. Like, hell, we need a miracle. And the only miracle maker I know is Jesus. And people don't believe in him no more. They don't believe in Jesus, but I'm not forcing that on nobody. I'm just telling you what worked for me. And that's all I can tell my kids. What worked for me, I can't tell them nothing. No.
Facts. Now, if you can give an advice or any advice about the comedy game as a business, what would you give?
And on your mind, stay out the drugs. Don't pick up them drugs. That's been our demise since day one. If you're an entertainer, stay away from the drugs. Your mind is your business. There's not going to be a clear, sober mind that's not going to be able to figure it out. A clear, sober mind, you could go broke and have some money tomorrow. Stay away. As black people, man, we really got to stay away from that. And that could be hypocritical for me to say, because I sold drugs. Like, how can you say that and you sold them? Yeah, I sure did. You know what I mean? But the truth is, that's over time, you really learned the effect that it had over our minds. Look at all the artists in these movies and these about these singing groups. It's only one thing that really come through and knock us off our square. You know what I'm saying? So I just think everybody just need to drink plenty of water and keep their mind right so they could be clear-minded and make clear-minded decisions. That's it. Cause as long as your mind clear, boy, it's hard to get a joker who mind clear.
For sure.
Stay out of debt. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of debt. It's really those things. It ain't what you do on the stage or on the screen. It's the things you do off the stage and off the screen that keep you up. Like if you drink plenty of water, you eating right, you keeping the word in, and you talking to positive love, and everything you do gonna be and living below your means. Cause if you living above your means, you gonna take any deal come because you trying to pay for this house. So now you're not even working for your family no more. You working for an image. You don't give an image life. So live below your means. So every move you can make is like you cool with it. Like you even funnier. You even I'm a better artist because my bills, I live below my means. Cause when I'm on stage, I ain't thinking about nothing else. Everything handled. I ain't got to try to put on no image to prove to you that I'm famous. I'm like, hey, everybody, what's going on? Boy, it's crazy, ain't it? Boy, they took that $600 from their unemployment. That's the real pandemic. Damn, that changed everybody's life, man. So it's like, I just tell everybody in the comedy game and everything, man, stay away. Stay clear-minded.
For sure. Man, being that this is 50, man, we want to ask you your favorite 50 Cent moment.
Oh, man, favorite 50 Cent moment, we got plenty, man. But the favorite one, the way 50 came in the game and, man, and just his way of hustling, you got to respect it. And taking over what he do and owning it, man, and didn't play with the game. You know what I'm saying? 50 ain't play with it. Like, he came in the game. When he had that song, you say you's a wankster, but you never pop. Now you like, okay, the North already knew him. I knew a girl. Then he came, you can find me in the club, bottle full of bub, and I got what you. It's like, man, this man ain't playing. Everybody think he playing, but he really found a way to be a spiritual bully instead of physical. He found a way to, instead of doing it the wrong way, he was still him. And he made a way out here, man, in that hip hop game. And that's amazing because he used the way he knew. And people be like, well, I wouldn't do it that way. Yeah, I wouldn't do it that way, but he wouldn't do it the way I do it because that's who he is. And he used wisdom to make it right. Because in this world, in the hip hop game, those are not against the rules. He played within the rules. He obeyed the laws of the land. Hey, he ain't breaking rules, and man, that was just the way 50 came in, bro. Like that was amazing, man. And then, then when I heard he gave that song, The Game, well,
Hated or Love It.
Hated or Love It, the underdogs on top. I mean, to him to get at him and build another artist up, like, damn. Then to get in there with the 50th Law, with the book, 50 really learning and sharing the game as he go. And I heard him say, man, he one of the reasons I got on this residual doing, because he was on an interview with somebody. He said, you not making money for real until you making money while you sleep. So I'm like, see, 50 doing something in his own way. Everybody got a different way of showing love. And if you got love in you, you're going to recognize it. That's his way of giving back to people. Giving back to charity and all that, money disappear. You don't know what people do with money. But that means that's something that he even learned. As he learns, he shares. And when he said that during this pandemic, I watched that, I rewind, I showed my brother, because he made that was one of the things that made me take this Facebook more serious, because it was residual. I make money while I'm talking right now. My phone making money because the videos are running. And he said when he used to go do a show, after you make the money, it's gone. It was a TV show. And when 50 said that, because I ain't never heard him say it like that before, I'm like, yeah, he even learned it, because I know you watching people where you're not at yet, and you like, thank you, because he had nobody to tell him that when he was 32. You know what I'm saying? Probably. But I'm 32 and I'm getting to hear this man who I know doing his thing with power say these things. I'm like, ooh, I'm definitely staying on my own content now because the road money is still, it ain't really, you go get it, you make a lot of money, make it 30, 40 grand, but you got to spend 12 grand to get it. And then after you make that money, that show over. Till you go back again next year versus a TV show or something. So, man, those are moments. It ain't just one moment, but if I had to pick a moment, it's definitely the last one I said because it was more relevant in my life now.
For sure, man. Like you said, you're on the road right now, man. You're doing crazy number of shows, but man, just tell everybody where you're going on this tour and what the tour is about. Where can they see you next?
I'm in Dallas, Texas this weekend. I mean, you know, well, I don't know when y'all gonna air this, but I'm in Dallas, Texas. It's already sold out. They might add a second show Sunday. After that, I'm in Temple.
You got 3 shows out here.
Huh?
You got 3 shows out here.
I got two Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday. They all sold out. So they might add another one Sunday. And then next week I'm in Temple. I'm in Temple after that. Then after that, I'm in San Antonio, Texas. Then after that, I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. Then after that, I'm in Virginia Beach. And after that, I'm in Jackson, Mississippi. And after that, the next place I go is Cleveland the 1st of December. Then I'm done for the year. I'm taking off.
Are you still amazed by being on the road?
By being on the road,
yeah,
man, it's kind of like now it's more amazing, man, because I'm selling tickets with even not promoting. I don't even know who these people are coming. It was just my fan base, but with the Cowboys, see, I got so many different slots because I got the church people, then I got the people who love the skits, and then I got the people off social media. I mean, like just, you know what I'm saying, just Instagram the soft. But that Dallas Cowboys, man, that's a word within its own, bro. Like, people don't know how many people I really got because the people, like Dallas Cowboy fans didn't know about the skits. The skit people really didn't know how, they know I do Cowboy video, but they don't know it's a whole group. I probably could do a tour of just Cowboys fans. You know, and none of these things I tried. Like, I didn't try to do that. I was just a Cowboy fan, and it got so demand. The first week came this month. I didn't put it on Instagram. Everybody was like, hey, man, where the reaction video at, man? I'm like, God, dog. They looking forward to that video, boy. I'm forced to do it. I'm forced to do a reaction video. I had to tell these people at the show this week, hey, man, y'all got to stretch the show because I got to do this reaction show before I go on stage. I got to get them this video. And it's like, so that's what I'm amazed by now. I can't count the fans anymore. I don't know where these people are coming from because it's so many different pockets. You got the church lady in here, but then you got Kiki off Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Kountry Wayne, my nigga, for real, on everything I love. And then you know what I'm saying? You like, they all in the same building. Then you got the Cowboy fan. Hey, Kountry Wayne, how about them Cowboys? So I got to address this. How about them Cowboys, boy? Super Bowl. And then you got the people who just, oh, I love that skit from back in the day when you and your brother was in the car and you did your text. Like, yeah, to my 5 years ago, this year, goddamn, 2,000 videos ago. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm amazed about of the growth when No Touch from Hollywood, man. It kind of don't went viral again. Everybody coming out now. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Definitely gonna hear from Jerry Jones about your, hey, we missed your skit last week.
Yeah, I put it up, I uploaded it, but it's on Facebook. But I uploaded it on Instagram, and I thought it uploaded. I went on stage. I came back, it wasn't uploaded. So I put it on IGTV. So some people saw it, but it wasn't, they didn't get to see it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Well, I won't waste too much more of your time, man, but just thank you for being an inspiration and just being a solid individual and just being your own person, man, and just setting an example for Black men like myself that, anything is possible if you just put your mind to it and put your every idea down and flush it out and see what happens.
Do it, bro. Like, you got an idea, bro?
Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for even having those serious talks with your fans, even though, everything's a joke, they think with you, but you also have those serious conversations on your post to let people know that not everything is a game, and you definitely dropping some gems. But man, like I said, man, we got Kountry Wayne here. like, you know, if you guys don't know, you guys know by now, man. How about them Cowboys, you know?
How about them? Hey, we gonna be out. That going down. But hey, let's be real. Andy, all right, boy. Hey, we gonna see. We gonna. Hey, nobody want to say it. Nobody want to say it. Dak should took that money, boy. I feel more bad for that brother for that.
It's gonna be all
Like,
right. He ain't going nowhere. It's all right. We
I
all
know, man. I was crying with him though. I was like, man, why didn't he take that money, Lord Jesus? I was crying, man. My bro, I was really crying with him, like, cause I seen the look on his face. They think he crying about the ankle. You know, oh man, I should have took them 30 million. I didn't even know. God, like, man, you know how they get, boy.
Definitely. We take everything serious over here, for sure. But like I said, man, we got Kountry Wayne here, man. Make sure check him out in the city near you. If you guys don't know when he's gonna be in your city, make sure you check his Instagram page because he has all his tour dates, all 827 of them, because he's definitely gonna be touring until the year 2025. Definitely, because he's in that much popular demand. And he act like he not, but he is. Everybody be hitting him up talking about we need a show near you.
Yeah, and child support watching. So I would very appreciate if you stop this conversation. You talk too much.
Well, man, like I said, man, thanks for just being a guest here today, man. We look forward to everything you got coming up. Definitely look forward to the stand-up, definitely films, everything you got going on, man. And then if you guys want to see more Kountry Wayne, man, make sure you just go to Instagram and just check out all his skits. Or if you want, YouTube.
Yo, Facebook. I don't put them on Instagram like that because they ain't paying me. So everybody on Instagram been like, where the videos at? They ain't coming.
Make sure you go to Facebook and check him out, man. It's Kountry Wayne. This is 50. It's Boom, and we out of here. Peace.